Big up to everybody. This is the final whistle, game 2 of the Premier League. Newcastle man versus Liverpool. Okay, listen, I've just been on holiday. I've just came back, went on a lovely break. Well-deserved break, in my opinion. I think I put some pictures up on my TikTok and X as well, and in the WhatsApp group. Well-deserved holiday for me. But we're not here to talk about my holiday. We're here to talk about what happened yesterday. What happened to Joe Linton? Joe Linton was supposed to control this game. He was supposed to control the midfield, bully Gravenberch. I never saw no bullying from Joe Linton. All I saw was Joe Linton go off with an injury. I do not wish injury on anybody, any player. I'm just stating facts. He turned up, big man, the Hulk, Joe Linton, and he said he was going to decimate, the way the fans were saying, they said he was going to decimate the Liverpool team. But it didn't really work out that way, did it? If anything, Gravenberch was doing a decimation on everybody. But it is what it is. We'll move on. Let's move on to Anthony Gordon. Remember him? Last week, I'm sorry. After the Aston Villa game at the Aston Villa ground, he said, I cannot wait for the next game, which will be Liverpool. It's going to be spicy. There was no spicy, was there? The only spice that I saw was him getting a red card for that reckless challenge on Virgil van Dijk. It's obvious the occasion got to him, and we move on. And what's going on with all these journalists? Why are they always criticizing Liverpool? Why are they always criticizing Isak? Why is it always the mainstream media saying it's Isak's fault? It's not Isak's fault. It's Newcastle's fault, because nobody wants to go to their football club, because nobody's heard of their football club. That's why. The problem is Newcastle can't attract nobody. They can't even attract players from the Championship. Let's get it right. But we're going to move on. Liverpool FC, we got the win. We turned up. We left with the 3 points. I do not care who says that we should have lost. The people actually saying, quoting, that the best team lost. Bull crap. And people are saying that if it wasn't for Anthony Gordon getting sent off, we would have lost. I don't believe that. Shoulda, coulda, whatever. What it boils down to is we walked away with 3 points, and a 16-year-old, 2 days of his 17th birthday, got the winner. And guess who got the assist? Mo Salah again. Now, there's an argument that Szoboszlai should have got the assist. And maybe there's an argument there. But it is what it is. We came, we left, we conquered. Boom. So, I'm going to bring in my co-keys, my partner in crime, TOTO! Big up to TOTO. Is he there? I think he's there anyway. Should be. Big up to TOTO. How's it going, bro?
Big up, man. Yeah, it's going really well, man. It's going really well. Glad to be on here. Very, very happy with yesterday's result. And again, we're back again, man. Thank you, everyone, for joining in and coming in and putting in your opinions and your comments. And, yeah, that's all, really.
Big up you. Big up to Turkish Stallone. American Sky says big up, brilliant channel. Go subscribe to them. Big up to all of them. Yeah, man. Big up to everybody in the room, man. So, yeah. I had a holiday, Toto, finally. I treated myself to a holiday. Well-deserved. Lovely sun. Beautiful, beautiful surroundings. Beautiful people. and I just needed to reset. I've been busy. I think I've done through the transfer window. I have done every single day without that. I think I've done 7 days a week for the entire transfer window. 7 days a week.
Yeah.
You get me, breaking news, reviews, whatever. I haven't stopped to get me. I have not stopped. So I needed that holiday. I needed a reset. I hope you like our new background as well with the final whistle. Got the old Never Walk Alone on there.
Yeah.
And it's all cool. It took me I'm sweaty, man. I had to get all the measurements the same, but it is what it is. Yeah. So how do you like it, Toto?
Background's good, man. You know.
Final whistle. There you go.
It's always good. It's always good to like change up.
We needed to because we didn't have a final whistle one. We just had a transfer one, innit?
It's always good to change up because it's not really good having the same thing over and over again. So
you want to see the other one as
at
well?
some point you've got to
you want to see the narrow one?
Up.
Yeah. You want to watch the narrow one? Boom. How about that one? Yo!
I prefer that one, to be fair.
That's what I was saying.
Prefer that one. But yeah, background looks all good, man.
Let's bring this out a bit so I can maneuver it around. There you go. There you go. So yeah. So we're going to have that one then. So the final whistle, Liverpool. We're going to talk about Isak after, okay? We will talk about Isak. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about the Dusty Club Newcastle. We know that they are can't attract nobody, can't attract nothing. But we're going to talk about them after. But Toto, how have you been, bro? How did you like the game? And I know we're not going to get into the review yet, like the detail, but that, I've got to admit, yeah, you know, this game, I love the build-up. The build-up of this game, you know, when we was walking out and it was playing the Newcastle music, you know, when it was playing the Newcastle music, and we were just there, we were just going into the Lions Den, innit? I love being the bad guy, you get me? Not being the heel.
Yeah.
I love being the heel when the crowd booing me. I feed off the energy, you get me? So that's what it was like, man. We was going into the Lions Den, and we came out swinging. Gravenberch, big up to Gravenberch. He was winding up Joe Linton. He was winding up that Ruben Gamaro, his name is.
Rio. I'll just call him Rio.
No, the Brazilian dude, man. The Brazilian youth, the guy won last year. Yeah, he was winding him up. Winding them all up, man. He was up for it. Gravenberch, if anything, Gravenberch was bullying Joe Linton in parts of the game. Joe Linton he came out all aggressive. You know what? First 25 minutes, we kind of kept him quiet. Then he was getting frustrated and he started like getting in with them hard tackles. And if anything, I think Trippier was doing the most of the fouling, but he got away with it. You get me? Trippier. Yeah. So what are you saying, man? Overall game,
I thought, an attacking point of view, I thought we played really well.
Yeah.
Attacking point of view, I think Ekatike is he's having an amazing season so far.
You did.
I think our front four's been doing well. Salah's a bit quiet, I gotta say. But again, he came alive in the last minute.
He came alive, you know.
He did. Last 10, 15 minutes, you know, he was really good. So you got a big up for Salah for that one. He's always, you know, you need your big player up in the big games, and he was quiet for the majority of the game, but he did come alive in the last 10, 15 minutes. I think midfield, I don't think we should worry about midfield. Our midfield sorted. We've got Grav, McAllister, we've got Jones there as well, Endo, and of course we've got Sabazala that can play midfield and right back now, which is really, really good option.
How good was Sabo?
Sabo in the right back position was good.
What a champion!
He had the fundamentals up to scratch. He did play up to the halfway line. He didn't really go up beyond the halfway line because I think what Slot wanted to do is be solid this game. Slot wanted to be solid this game. Slot wanted to be solid this game.
Yeah,
that's the thing. We didn't want to go overlap and crazy attack because we got exposed by Bournemouth in the first game. Yeah. So what we wanted to do is focus on our attack being well, but we didn't want to concede much goals. I think our fullbacks did well. You see, Kirkes didn't really overlap as much. Spotter didn't really overlap as much. They'll kind of support wing backs where they just come up to the halfway line for an option. If the wingers are stuck, they can always overlap. Now and again, not all the time overlap because I think when we were missing Frimpong, where they could always do the overlapping runs, that's what we're missing on the right hand side on the overlap. But I like the system, how solid we are. Like we still have wing backs, but they only go up to the halfway line, if that. Right? I think defensively, fullbacks are sound. Defensively sound for both fullbacks. I think Van Dijk did his job perfectly. But you can also have a consideration of buying a few more centre-backs because I think Kanate needs... I don't know what's going on in Kanate's mindset.
Yeah.
Or this Madrid thing, I don't know. Right?
You know what Kanate needs? Kanate needs an old school beatdown. You get me? He needs an old school beatdown, man.
Yeah.
That's what Kanate's doing.
I think we need to focus on some centre-backs for this. We've got 9 days left of the transfer.
What you know about? We've got a week left.
A week left. 7 days, yeah? Around about that. 7 days. And
well, 6.5 days now.
Yeah.
Less than that now.
So before deadline day, I don't know where we're going to get the other way we're going to fit this in.
Which we'll talk about later.
Guehi. Again, City's onto him now. It'll probably a little battle between us and City. But I just think we need to get some players done, man. Because this Isak situation has been holding
I'm not worried about the Isak situation.
He's been holding up our signings.
No, not really.
We need to.
I don't think he's.
We've got to buy a winger by the end of the summer because we haven't even replaced Diaz yet. We haven't replaced Diaz.
No.
And we haven't replaced Nunes. Not yet. I think we haven't replaced Nunes yet. We need because Nunes was basically our main striker. You know, he was our main striker. So we haven't replaced Nunes. Haven't replaced Diaz yet. And we just got to get a new backup centre back. But I think our defenders are covered. Left back, right back, and I think maybe we can get an extra centre back in there. But I think that's less of our priority. Yes, our defence needs fixing up. This is why we need another one and backup of Kanate. So I think every position is the priority at this point.
I think the fullbacks are done. They're sorted.
I think fullbacks are done, yeah. Maybe the winger position, but we need that striker. We need a striker definitely before the end of the season because I know Chiesa can play the left hand side. So even if we don't get a winger, right?
No, we can't rely on Chiesa to do that.
Yeah, but if we don't get a winger, I won't be so bothered compared to a striker and a centre back.
Yeah.
Because they're one of the two most important positions on the pitch, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Striker, you need a goal scorer.
Can't win a league without a good defence.
And you need a good defence as well. So we need a new backup centre-back, right? And striker. We can't go into next season with one striker. We can't go into next season because Ekitike is doing really well. If Safe gets injured or Safe gets tired, we can't just play Ekitike at the main striker. And I think with Chiesa's not a natural number 9. He's not a natural number 9. He can play there. But just because the player can play there, he's not a natural number 9. He's not a natural number 9, Chiesa. He's a natural winger. He can play both sides of the pitch. So that's why the best way I would utilise Chiesa because that's where he was utilised yesterday as well, on the wings. And he did play number 9. But you can see he was getting bullied in number 9. You can see it's not his natural position. But regarding
it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny as well that... you know what was really funny for me? Because I remember I alluded to it earlier at the beginning of the video. I'm not sure if you heard me. When Anthony Gordon was like, "Oh yeah, I can't wait for the game. It's going to be a spicy game." He got the red card. The occasion. Remember I said to you, Toto, all we've got to do is go in there, play our game. Don't get involved with all the politics. Don't get dragged into this emotion because you know that Newcastle was going to be a very emotional team. Obviously, because of the Isak situation and also that we took Ekitike. They're vexed that we took Ekitike. We didn't actually take, but you know what I'm saying. Because we got Ekitike, they're vexed. Because that was the signing that they really wanted. You get me? Because they promised Isak that he was going to leave, innit? And Ekitike was the guy who was going to be the like-for-like replacement. Because we took him, yeah. Obviously, he didn't want to go to their dusty club. I don't blame him. He's a very clever man. He came to the better team. But because of that, yeah, that hurt the fans as well. And that also hurt Eddie Howe. You get me? Eddie! It hurt him. And that also as well. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, he gave it all the big one, yeah. Chesney Hawks. Yeah, that's what I call him, Chesney Hawks. Gordon with that new hairstyle, which doesn't suit him, by the way. I think he looks ridiculous. Just saying. Just my opinion. I think the haircut looks ridiculous on him. Yeah, he gave it the big one, then he got himself a red card. You get me? He got himself a red card. and that was very, very entertaining watching. But like I said, the point I'm trying to make is we went in there, we kept our game, we didn't get dragged into this emotional battle with Newcastle, and we went there and we dealt with them. For me,
Newcastle.
Van Dijk was phenomenal yesterday.
Oh yeah, faultless.
This is why he's the best defender in the world.
This is why he's still a key player for us, and he starts
key player. He's the best player for us.
Exactly, best defender in the Prem by far. This
I think he's our best player.
Definitely.
He's our most important player as well. A lot of people said that he's. If you take out even Thierry said it yesterday on Sky Sports. Jamie Carragher, everybody on TalkSport said if you take Van Dijk out of this team, Liverpool would be in trouble.
Van Dijk
you just get Van Dijk now. Take him out of our defense and put him Marc Guehi, we'll be in trouble. We need that stability. I know Marc Guehi is cold. But Marc Guehi, I don't think it would work good with Konate. He's still got Konate. Now, if we took out Konate and put in Marc Guehi, I reckon the defense would be still good. But if we take out Van Dijk, we've got a problem. That's why he's done so much money.
This is why when it comes to these less crucial fixtures and these cup games, I will still have Virgil on the bench ready to go. But I would not even consider putting him on. That would be our last resort, putting Virgil on in those less crucial fixtures. But regarding the whole game, I reckon we need to, coming from that game, we need another striker. Because Ekatike, I was pissed when we took Ekatike off, right? But that was our only goal threat out of the game. Now, if we had another striker there, say Ekatike was there and we bring on Isak, then we got another goal threat. Or if Isak's starting, Isak's not doing too well, or he's not being threatening to go anymore, we bring on Ekatike. We need that second striker, right, to rotate with each other. That's going to be the key thing about the whole season. Yeah. He's rotating. We need to rotate strikers. It'll be Ekatike, Isak rotating, maybe Rodrigo and Gakpo rotating, right? We have to do that, because if we don't do that and get injuries, this is where we start drawing games and start losing games and start losing points.
Yeah.
And the most crucial is losing points towards retaining the title, because that's what Liverpool are doing. Liverpool are defending their title. We don't really usually defend titles. We don't really defend the Premier League title in about years and years now.
Since the 80s.
Exactly. So we have to defend this title, man. Got no excuses. We've got to defend this title. If the board and the transfer recruitment team does their job, Slot can recommend signings. They have to follow what Slot says in terms of signings. And of course, Slot, the recruitment team and the owners behind closed doors, getting players and that. We just got to get a winger and a striker before the end of the window, and of course a backup centre back. Right?
Yeah.
But my two main positions is striker and centre back. We've got to upgrade on and look for the future, because we've already got Leone. There's one coverage. We've got Gomez there, but again, Gomez is iffy. We don't know how he is with injuries. But Gomez is going to be more utilised right back, because right back I think Gomez is a better position. So we've got Leone there, and then we're going to get another centre back and a striker. And if we have got money to spare, which we probably will, is get a winger before the end of the window, because there's still 6.5 days left of the window. There's still time, right? I think Isak deal's almost done, in my opinion.
Yeah,
we just got to wait and see. But Isak's coming to Liverpool, no doubt about it.
Oh yeah,
he's not coming to the club.
I'll stay from the beginning.
Owner to talk to him. He don't want to stay at the club.
He don't want to stay at the club.
No.
We've got a Fernando Torres situation on here. This is how it's going to go. I believe he's going to be here in summer. But what will happen is, if Newcastle decide to say, you know what, I'm hard, I'm Newcastle, I think I'm hard and I think I'm big, and you're obviously not big, you will come out and say, okay, we're going to keep him. And what will happen is then Newcastle will have, there's a terminology in football, it's called a sit ninja. That means a guy or a woman, our football team, who doesn't want to be at the club. So they will say, oh, you know what? My back's hurting, my knees are hurting, I'm not really fit at the moment. They'll drag their feet, and they'll play football, maybe, that is a big maybe. And if they do play football, they will just drag their feet and they'll limp around. And then in the end, he will end up costing the team more. And what will happen is when January comes, this is just one of the scenarios. I don't believe this is going to happen. This is the second scenario. What will happen is when it gets to January, the club will say, you know what? Leave. Get out. We don't want you. Leave. And what will happen is Liverpool will probably get him for a lot cheaper. That's the second scenario. The first scenario, which is my scenario, I believe he's going to go in the summer. In September, by September the 1st. That's my scenario. But the second scenario could happen, but I don't believe it's going to. I think it's going to be the first scenario that Isak will leave Liverpool. And that's it. We'll talk about Isak after. Let's get into the player rating, right? We're going to get into player rating, and then we'll go into that and we'll sort this out by the way. So let's get this done. And then I'll add the players. And yeah, big up to the chat room, man. I'm gonna put the chat room so you can see. I gotta get you to control this, bro. On TOTO.
Yeah, Isak will be a Liverpool player this season. I can see it be here we go before the Arsenal match. I think we're getting him regardless. And I tend to agree with Liverpool forever. He will be a Liverpool player no matter what. I will stick to my point. And I've said this, I will never ever backtrack on it. Never ever. If I'm wrong, like I said, I'll come out here and say I'm wrong. YouTube, this is what YouTubers are, right? YouTubers have stinkers. YouTubers make wrong decisions. If you start flip-flopping, you won't be credible, will you? You won't be credible and you won't be, respected. Yeah, because you keep flip-flopping your decision. And, no one likes a flip-flopper, right? I'm sticking to my decision. I'm sticking to my opinion, as I think we get him by the end of the transfer window. We get Isak by the end of the transfer window. He met with his owners today, right? He met with his owners today, and he didn't want to know. Look, quote unquote, it's from Ivan Shrakov, Indy Keller, right? They all said the interview, or not the interview, but the meeting didn't last long. It didn't last long, right? So Isak must have thought, look, I don't want to save your club, just deny accusations. And just say, look, I don't want to play for your club. That's it. That's why he probably just stormed out. We never know, right? I don't know. I'm just making predictions now.
It's very simple.
Probably
very
stormed
simple.
out because if the interview didn't last long and the meeting didn't last long,
no, it wasn't.
Right, you can't keep a guy. You can't keep a guy that he's not going to play for you again. I'm seeing these, Newcastle fans. Oh, he's eventually got to play. No, he don't have to play for Newcastle. The guy's refusing, right? And
we'll talk about that after.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, Toto. I just want to get this player right, and then we can go to the news. What happened today? Been a lot of news, by the way. Definitely with Marc Guehi. That looks like it's happening very soon. So Marc Guehi looks like it's going to get over the line as well. We'll talk about that after, Toto. But I know what you're saying. It's one of the situations. Look, we've been talking about it all summer, and finally it's going to come to a head because there's not long left now. So let's start off with Ali. How's Ali doing, bro?
I'm gonna give Ali an 8.
Why?
I'm gonna give Ali an 8 today. That's 8. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Ali an 8 because the amount of heroic saves he's done. If it weren't for Ali today, oh my gosh, we would have lost this game or drew this game. Right, the amount of saves he'd done in the corners, he was very, very strong coming out. And when they have set pieces. Defended so much close calls, and I think he could have done better with the Bruno G goal, the Bruno Guimaraes goal. I think he would have done better with the Bruno goal. But that's it really. I think the majority of the game was good, so I'll say 8 for Addison.
Okay, yeah, it was good. A bruiser, man. It was a bit of a bruiser, wasn't he?
Yeah,
doing his thing, Ali, man, savage. Would have been a problem if Ali weren't there.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll agree on that 8. So we give Alisson 8. Is everybody happy with that in the chat room? Is everybody happy with the 8? Oh, people were giving him 9. Paul.
I don't blame him. He has had that's the amazing game. But I think he could have done better with the Bruno Guimaraes goal, so that's why I lowered him down to an 8. But that's arguable. So
let's try to see if we can go over there. So I'm trying to find a good space for us. I
think they were fine.
There.
Yeah.
Good, isn't it? Okay. So the next one is Dominic Szoboszlai. Absolutely amazing for me. He's getting a 10 for me. 10, brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant. I think his first time playing that position. I'm sure he's played it in training.
Oh yeah.
I bet he's played that position numerous times in training, but nothing compares to a match, right? When you're in a match, it's completely different. Yeah. He's done absolutely amazing. Defending well. The way he defends, his defensive style is good.
And he did come into midfield a little bit, but always drop back.
You know, touch tight to the wingers. Always staying close to the wingers, always putting pressure on the wingers. Never dived in, stays his calm. And as soon as he saw that one mistake, then he dived in, then he made the interception.
Exactly.
Right. It's just, again, you can study that as a defender or whatever, of how Sabo defended that game, because he defended like a top class defender.
Yep.
As a fullback as well. A fullback, you've got to be really good in your one-on-one defending. He can track back, he's got the power, he's got the strength, he's got all the basic fundamentals to be a fullback, and that's what professionals are, to do the basics but on a higher level. Szoboszlai, me, 10.
Yeah, I agree. The thing about it, just that dummy alone, I think he should get. I know Salah's getting the assist for it. Yeah, I get it. Salah's got the assist, and I get it. But for me, they should give that assist to Szoboszlai. You get me? I think Szoboszlai should definitely get the assist for me. Yeah. So he's getting a 10. 100. 10 for Sabo. Messiah. He's got the Messiah, man.
Yeah.
The Messiah. So let's move on to the next one. Is on the list. He's just made the list. Ibru Konate. What we saying? Don't be too. I know what you're saying. He's crap, man.
I think this is not one of his good games. Nowhere near. I think he's just made the basic mistakes, the rookie mistakes he's making. He did make a couple good interceptions in that game, but I think you compare him to Virgil, that game is nowhere near. Absolutely nowhere near. Not defensively sound at all. There's nothing really like much Stan Konate. I just don't think this is one of his good games. He looked like a shadow of himself, is what he looks to be. He weren't aggressive like he usually was. I don't know what was going on with Konate that game. It's not one of his best. Hopefully he can get his head on the swivel and get better, because in my opinion, I think this Madrid thing has messed his head up. He's messed his mindset up. Real Madrid know they're not going to get him. Right? Konate more likely to sign a contract at Liverpool. But it's just all these things going on. It's not making him defend well. And I think a few more performances or another performance like this, I think he should be benched, in my opinion, because what's the point of keeping a player on there who's having bad performance after bad performance?
I know.
I think the first game you can let him off, because I think first game was all okay.
He just looks clumsy now.
Nah, not even first game you can let him off, because that's Semenyo goal.
Yeah. He looks clumsy though, Toto.
Yeah.
He looks really clumsy. Look, we know that Ibru Konate is not perfect, okay? We know now and again he might make the odd mistake, but that was like every 10 games, maybe. But it seems like, I know we're only 2 games into the season, yeah, but it seems like he's just making clumsy mistakes all the time.
I think he won his aerial duels good.
Yeah, the aerial duels, but it's the one-on-one defender. He just makes stupid mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, with his passing.
Yeah.
He's just one of them geezers.
So,
and you know, I love Konate. He's my favourite player in Liverpool, yeah. And I've said that a week in and week out. But if he makes mistakes, I will call him out. You get me? I'm not going to be like one of these mans who are not going to call him out. And he has been terrible lately for Liverpool. So hopefully he can start picking up. I'm not sure if it's a Real Madrid thing, because He could have his head, like you mentioned about the Real Madrid. It could be about the Real Madrid that he wants to go there, and Liverpool said, what I mean, there's enough for the right money. Maybe he's vexed that he just wants to leave. But look, at the end of the day, yeah, you can see what happened to Trent now. You want to go to Real Madrid? Go ahead. Still going to pick Rudiger over you. But anyway, yeah, what you going to give him Konate?
I'll give him 5.
Fair enough. I'd give him a 4. Want to go 4? Go half?
Yeah, he was poor.
He was poor, man. He was poor. Let's move on to Virgil van Dijk. Led the example at the back. That's all I can say about Virgil van Dijk. And won the most aerials that came his way and made the defensive line look a lot more secure. So for me, Virgil van Dijk is getting a magical 10 for me.
I'll say 9. 9.5. 9.5. I think he had a faultless game. But at the end of the day, we conceded goals, didn't we? We did concede goals, so I know majority of them weren't really Virgil's fault, but yeah, I think 9.5 or 10 would be perfect for him. I think he had a faultless game. Virgil did, and if it weren't for him, we would have lost. Went for Ali and Virgil would have lost. Yeah, I'll bump up my rating to 10 because I think if it weren't for Virgil or Ali, we would have lost that game by far. Because they were solid, man. Alisson was solid, and of course, talking about Virgil now, Virgil was solid at the back. There's no questions asked. Nothing really rattles him. Anthony Gordon.
I Virgil was a 10, excellent.
And he locked up Anthony Gordon, which I think for Virgil, it's not really a big thing to do, locking up Andy Gordon, no disrespect. I think Anthony Gordon got a bit frustrated and, made that dirty challenge.
Yeah.
And, we're going to get the obvious Newcastle fan saying was never a red. And my simple message to that is it's not Sunday League football. It's not Brexit football. It's not any of them football, right? It is called Premier League football, professional football. In professional football, that is a foul. I don't know what league you're playing. Could be a pub league, could be a Sunday league, right? A tackle like that is a straight red. Virgil's ankle could have been
question
broken.
about it.
Virgil's ankle could have been broken.
He apologised, by the way. And next he put out a statement, by the way. He apologised.
Exactly. So your own man.
So it doesn't matter what the Newcastle fans say. The actual guy apologised.
Anthony Gordon has
That debunks all your arguments.
Anthony Gordon has apologised to Virgil van Dijk. So you can say, it was never a foul.
Apologised to his team. Apologised to his team.
Yeah, it was never a foul. It was never a foul. Like, come on, it was a foul, right? Probably in league you playing, maybe a pub league you playing, it's never a foul.
Yeah.
In professional football, in the Premier League, that is a foul and a straight red. Van Dijk could have been seriously injured for months and months. It could have been a broken ankle.
That could have been our league done right there. Our league challenge right there.
Then we definitely have to get a defender.
Because of that stupid man with his dodgy hairstyle. Anyway, a lot of the Newcastle fans are basically saying we're only won by 1 goal. But what did the great man say?
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
There you go. Winning is winning. Very simple. I don't care if it's 10-0 or 1-0. It's still the same. 3 points. Boom. And you got a lot of people saying, oh yeah, the best team lost. How did the best team lose?
I don't get that.
Anyway, it is what it is. It's football. It's a competitive sport.
The old saying.
If Anthony Gordon wouldn't have got sent off. But he got sent off because he got a red card. The last time I heard you, this is what the journalists can't fathom in their straight line brain. If he wouldn't have got a red card, they would have won. We was winning before we got the red card. And 2, the last time I heard, red cards are a part of football. So if you get a red card, you get sent off. Very, very simple. So all the excuses, what it boils down to, we won and you lost. Very simple.
Another one that should have been sent off is Bruno Guimaraes.
Oh, this dodgy character. The one where Gravenberch had him on toast, by the way.
I
Why
don't
did he
get.
up all through the game?
I see a
Loved it.
pattern. I see a pattern going on now. Yeah.
Yeah,
That when you see refs give yellows,
yeah.
any ref give yellows, it's very, very hard for him to give out another yellow.
Exactly. And by the way, Anthony Gordon's
Like,
missing 3 games, by the
Bruno
way.
Guimaraes, Bruno Guimaraes was starting fights.
Yeah.
Not all the fights, but he did start some fights, which should warrant a yellow for dissent or whatever, right? Or again, I don't agree with that. I think a lot of fouls he's done trip people up while they were running. I think that warrants a yellow. I think on a good day that's a yellow, right? But since it was a heated game and when someone gets a yellow, it's very, very hard to give them another yellow. I'm sorry. What happened to the double yellows? No. What happened to the double yellows? It's like when someone gets a yellow, it's very, very impossible for them to get a red unless they do something really, really bad.
Yeah.
Or red cards is usually a straight red. It's never usually a double yellow then a red. Right? It's usually straight red or yellow card. Right? You don't really see double yellows, really. But they are still a part of football, and I think Bruno Guimaraes should have been sent off, in my opinion.
Yeah. Definitely. So, we've done Canate. What are we on now? Virgil van Dijk. So did we put him on there? Did we never put him on there, did we? We gave him a 10. So where is he? We're gonna put him up there. Let's get Virgil van Dijk. Kind of went off topic a bit there. Where's Virgil? There you go. We put Virgil up there with 10. Subbo. So the next one we are looking at is Milas Kerkez. For me, he had a bit of a dodgy game for me, Kerkez. Don't get me wrong, he was flying at the flank. First half, he was brilliant, diving in, doing his thing. I get it, but I think the second half, he kind of fell off a little bit, And I think that goal that Newcastle scored, he should have done a lot better of defending that. The guy was practically on top of him, and he was like holding him. He weren't even trying to get the ball away. I understand his situation. I know there's a bit of a height difference, but for me, he still should have got better. But overall, I'm not gonna give him a crap score. I'm gonna give him a fair score. I agree with this one. I think I'm gonna give him a 6.5. Nah, I'm gonna give him a 6 because I think the first half he was good. I think I might give him a 6. In my opinion, what are you giving him?
In my opinion, I think I'll give him higher.
But he cost that goal though. He cost that goal.
Yeah, but I think majority of the game he was good. I don't think
he got a goal conceded though.
I don't think we should minus his rating because of one moment. I know we conceded a goal. It was an equaliser. No, it wasn't an equaliser. It was one of them where we're back in the game. It's one of them goals. The back in the game goals.
Yeah, but Alanga had him. Alanga had him on toes for a bit. During that game. He had him a bit on toes. Ex-Man United player as well. I know you don't want to hear it, bro, but it is what it is, isn't it?
I don't think he had him on toes.
No, not all the games, just parts of the game.
Yeah, but I think majority of the game, I thought he was good. I thought he made his tackles well. He made the wing. He made Alanga, think a bit. And I thought defensively he was good. He was really, really solid defensively.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. The only he got out muscled by Bruno Guimaraes. I thought his body positioning was way out of hand.
I know.
I don't know why he had his back behind him. All Bruno Guimaraes had to do is go on his shoulders, and he would have got a free header.
Yeah.
And as professional football, you would any football, you would love that.
I know.
Free header like that. It's a goal, 100% goal. Not 100% goal because I thought Andy could have done better with that, but still, it's a goal's a goal. We can't really change that now. But yeah, Bruno Guimaraes did out-muscle him. But I think Kerkez was solid all game, really.
What's the chat saying? What's the chat saying?
Not so much of the overlapping runs, but I would say 7.5.
I'm going to give him a 6, so we can meet in the middle. 6.5, 7, 6.5. Yeah, you want to do that? Meet in the middle?
7.
Well, I said 6, you said 7, so 6.5.
Yeah.
What do you say, 7.5 or 7?
7.5.
What's the chat saying? I don't know what the chat's saying. I'm not sure if anyone's. Yeah, we've got people watching. Where we go? Kirkers. There we go. Let's give him a 6.5. Yeah?
Yeah.
Or because 7, that's above it then. So we'll see what the chat says. See the chat. What you saying about Kirkers? What you saying about Kirkers? What you giving them out of 10? Let's move on to the next one. So we get once they hear it, we'll get back to it. Okay. So the next one is then Curtis Jones. What are you saying?
Curtis Jones had a solid game, in my opinion. Very, very solid game. I thought he had his own. There was only one part of the game where
he looked outmatched.
I think there was one part of the game where he held onto the ball too long and he lost it.
Well, go ways.
I think that was a bit frustrating because he could have made a pass and we could have been through on goal, a potential goal scoring opportunity. But I think that was probably the only mistake he did for the whole game. I thought he had a really good game. I think one of his best games, because usually he holds onto the ball too long and in possession he's not really that good on the ball ability. But if you think about it, Curtis Jones had a really, really good game. If you look at the whole game, he didn't barely do anything wrong. Didn't really lose the ball, really. So I would say 7 for Curtis.
Fair enough. I'm going to give him a 5. I think he's a 5, but we can meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Curtis Jones. Where is he? Okay. Got 5.5 on him standard. So, the next one is everyone's on that's why, bro. Everyone. We missed the 6 slot, but it is what it is, isn't it? That's what the 6 slot's always the best. Always. Ryan Gravenberch. Excellent, in my opinion.
Actually, excellent.
10 for me. For me, he was a 10.
Yeah, Gravenberch was good today. I thought he had him on toes. I think
he had Joe Linton all over the place.
Yellow card, a bit of a clumsy tackle.
Yeah.
But again, he had to do what he's got to do, but he still got to include the yellow card in it.
That was for Curtis Jones.
Yeah, but I think the rest of it, he was all right. He was good. First game back, straight into the starting 11, no sub, straight into the starting 11, and he did really well. So I'd say 9.
Who thought? I thought Gravenberch was a 10. I agreed. 9. Let's go with a 9, and he got 9.5. I thought it was a 10. I thought Gravenberch was so excellent in that midfield. This is what was missing. He just He just had everybody. He was doing the trolling as well, which was funny. I didn't know Gravenberch had it in him, to be like that. He looks like a quiet boy, innit?
It was good.
Ah, man, Sneaky Gravenman came out and showed his face, man. Big up to Gravenberch. Florian Wirtz, horrendous.
Yeah.
Horrendous. I'm not saying he's not. To me, he's gonna develop into one of the best players in the world. This is his second games in, and we know what the rival fans. I don't really care what the rival fans say, but you know what they're saying. Second game in, waste of money. We'll see. I think he's gonna develop once he gets used to the Premier League and he starts developing his strength and starts the stamina to play in the Premier League. He will cook. But I'm afraid this is why I didn't want him to start. This is why I I said Florian Wirtz should not start this game.
Look.
And people were saying, oh, what, you know what I mean? Nah, man. Florian Wirtz shouldn't have started this game.
Oh, I was on there and there was people saying to me, what are you thinking? What am I hearing? All this. At the end of the day, I was thinking to myself, look, you're going into a heated game. You're going into a big, big game. This is not just any Premier League game. This is like a cup final, right? This is revenge for the Carabao Cup final. Yeah. There's 1. Isak revenge. There's 2, right? It's a built-up rivalry between us clubs, and it's building into a little bit of a consistent rivalry, right? More now because of the Isak situation and the Carabao Cup situation and all that, right? Wirtz was not fit for this game. Again, he was fit to play, but I mean, like, overall ability, his ability weren't fit for this game. He was bullied in that middle. He took too long to make decisions. quick decision making. It's the Premier League. Quick. Every second, you gotta look at options. Quick. You got no time. Especially Newcastle, the way they were pressing us, right? You have no time to think.
Yeah.
Verts had time. Verts should have buried 1 goal today. I'm sorry. You're a professional footballer. You have 3-4 seconds of wide open space. 2-3 seconds, 2-3 seconds of wide open space. In the box, right? And he put it wide.
Yeah.
He could have easily put that bottom of top right corner, right? He had the perfect body positioning.
Yeah.
His body was facing the right way. You know the quality of Verts. Top bins or bottom bins. It's either one of them. Bottom right or top right. He should have buried that goal. He should have got a goal today. Following Verts should have. But I think in his head he was thinking how much space. He couldn't believe how much space he had. You know, we never had that space in the Premier League before. We know how quality Verts is. We know when he has time and space. But I'm sorry, we cannot say time and space all the time because we know his quality, but it's the Premier League now. You've got to get used to the Premier League. There's no questions about it. This is why I was saying I was calling for Szoboszlai to start in the 10.
Yeah.
Because, look, we all know what people are like. We see Verts, quality, right? Some of them might be FIFA lovers. Oh, good rating, you know, they're starting, right? That's if you play FIFA, but you can play FIFA and still have common sense, right?
Everyone plays FIFA, TOTO.
Yeah, majority of the football fans do. Majority of the football fans do, right?
Yeah.
So if you look at Verts, yeah, he's got a high rating on FIFA, but the reason why he's got a high rating on FIFA because when he played for Bayer Leverkusen, he was absolutely amazing at Bayer Leverkusen. He was absolutely amazing at his league. He was amazing in the Bundesliga, right? But he's in the Premier League now. Yeah? He is not playing like an 88 overall like he's in FIFA.
Yeah.
Right?
What's that noise? Get it up rattling.
Oh, it's part of feedback.
Go on. Go ahead.
He's now in the Premier League now, where it's more physical.
Gotta get your mic stand.
It's a quicker league, right?
Yeah.
And you have to be up to the physical standard. Verts, he's not up to the physical standard. He's a quality player. He's probably quality in training, right?
Yeah.
When you get into that game, it's different pressure.
You
got no time to think. It's the Premier League, man. Yeah. So I think Verts will probably be more of the starter, but wouldn't be surprised to see Szoboszlai in there a bit. Szoboszlai in the 10 a bit. Or for now, Szoboszlai in the right back. So Verts will still probably be the starter. The best way to get used to it is having more games. More game time. You can't beat under pitch game time, right? It's like in racing, karting. You can't beat track time. You can't beat track time. Track time is where it all is, right? Everything's extra, right? But you can't beat track time. Like, you can't beat time in the football, but you can't beat game time, what they say, yeah? Look at Caicedo for an example. Caicedo is one of the best DMs in the Premier League at the moment, right? He's got so much better. I remember we used to meme about him. I remember we used to make fun of him. I was one of those, right? If you think about his overall progression as a player, from his first season at Chelsea to his second, third season at Chelsea, he's done absolutely amazing. You know, he's won a trophy with them, right? He's gotten to Champions League spot. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the CDM is a very, very pivot positions are very, very important.
What are we on now? I know what are we on now. I don't even know what we're on because we're gone off topic now.
We weren't on anyone.
What was we on?
Finished Gravenberch.
Yeah, did we give him 10? Now we're getting 9.5.
Yeah.
So what we're on? I'm just checking what we're on because I'm getting confused. Where are we? Where are we? Yeah, Florian Vert. Who's on Verts? What are we giving him?
Vert.
I'm giving him 5.
No,
I don't want to horrendous.
I don't want to put him in waste, man.
But he was horrendous.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to give him.
I don't want to give him
lower than 5.
Well, I think Curtis Jones is better than him. I know Curtis Jones gave the ball away. Nah, I know that's why I put Curtis Jones there. So he's going to be above 5.
I'm putting him in waste, man.
Cristobal is just on the centre back. There you go.
So again, Guehi, he could.
He's coming, I heard, because Man City was sniffing. We'll talk about that after.
I'm going to give him 2. I'm going to put him in the waste man category.
Okay, you can give him 2. I'll give him 2. I'm not going to argue with you.
He was crap.
Where is he? Where's Wirtz? He was rubbish. Absolutely horrendous. But I knew this was going to happen because that's why I said, do not play him in this game. See? This is why. I just knew what was going to happen. You just knew what was going to happen, didn't it? You knew what was going to happen. You just knew it. I don't care about the message. We knew what was going to happen. Mohamed Salah, rubbish. Crap. Rubbish he was.
I wouldn't say he was rubbish.
Oh, my dear.
Like, I wouldn't say he was rubbish because
I forgot he was playing football.
he was just smart at the game, weren't he? I think when he had the ball, I thought it was all right. I thought he was actually all right on the ball. I think he made things happen. Some of his passing were a bit misleading. Some of his passing were a bit dodgy when he did have the ball. The majority of the time I had the ball, he was good with his feet. The guy was literally
feeding off scraps for the whole of the game.
Made a defender go a different way, but his passing was awful. Awful passing. But some passing were actually good inside the box, and no one was on the end of it. No one capitalised on it. And he did get the winning assist at the end, so...
but he was still horrendous. All right, he got the assist.
I know he was horrendous. So
this is why he's getting a 4. He's going to be where Wirtz is.
I'm going to say 5.
Nah, I'm going with a 4.
I don't think it's in the same rating as Wirtz.
I never said that. Wirtz could be 2. There's True. 2 to 4. So Wirtz could be 2. Salah could be 4.
I'll say 5 because he got winning assist of the game.
Was it assist or not Szoboszlai? I would have gave that to Szoboszlai.
Yeah, but he put the ball in, didn't he?
I know, but Szoboszlai could have, you know what I mean? Even Thierry Henry said it, you get me, but he's what it is.
Yeah,
I'm giving him a 4. I'm giving him a 4, so you get him a 5.
The way Salah ran at the wing as well. And
all right, so we can meet in the middle, put 4.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one. We don't want to get through this. Ekitike. Someone said that Ekitike was a man of the match. Who said that? Someone said it. I saw a chat room say that. Who said that? Someone said that Ekitike was man of the match. Oh, 1X's, I think before. Nah, we need more.
We need more.
We can't just have one striker. We got rid of Darwin Núñez and RIP Jota. That's 2 strikers we've lost. We've got to bring 2 in. Just like we've got to replace Diaz.
We just need a striker there to rotate.
Yeah, so let's go on to the next one. Hugo Ekitike. What are you saying? Hugo Ekitike. Got the goal. Big up to him.
Cold.
Second goal of Liverpool in the Premier League. 2 games, 2 goals. Had a quiet first half as Dan Burn kept him out in the game in the first half. But he still scored.
No,
I'm talking about the wrong person. Go on.
I think Ekitike had an absolutely amazing game.
He had a good game.
He was strong. Say about Ekitike.
He had a quiet first half.
He might have a slim frame, but he's very, very strong on the ball. I reckon his hold-up play was good. The way he's making them passes. And I think that was his only shot of the game as well. 1 and done.
I think I'd give Ekitike at 8.
Right, so I'll say, I was going to say 8 as well. I thought his hold-up play was good. No, I'll say 8.5. I thought his hold-up play was good and his passes and, starting up attacks. And his goal was good. And his goal was really, really good, man. One touch, finish. That's what we need in the Premier League, right? And Hugo Ekitike is a good striker, but at the end of the day, we still need more.
We need one more.
Ekitike is not going to be in his form.
He's not the finished article yet. He will be, but he's not the finished article yet.
Exactly. He's still got time. He's 22 years of age, right? But you can see how cold Ekitike is in front of goals.
He's a good player. I admit it. And I'm glad that we got him.
Emotional in front of goals.
Put it his way. He's better than Núñez. And that's it. Better than Núñez. I don't care if he's only had a couple of games. He's better than Núñez.
You can see his finishing ability.
He don't panic when he hits. Just slots it in, man.
Yeah.
So we'll give him an 8. So let's move on to the next one. Cody Gakpo. For me, didn't get many chances to come off on the left wing and then cut inside for the trademark runs. Offered very little, in my opinion. But I'm still probably going to give him a 5.5. I put him alongside Curtis Jones, in my opinion.
You on about now?
No, I'm talking about Cody Gakpo. I think he was a 5.5.
Nah, he got 2 assists.
Did he?
Yeah, he got 2 assists.
I don't remember. Did he get 2 assists? I didn't know. I thought I didn't know he got 2 assists.
He got 2 assists. He had a good game. I'd say he was a bit quiet, right, on the left. You can say that. I think them assists just cancel
All
all.
right, I'll give you this one. I'll give him a 6.
I'll say
Now, if you're giving it, now I've got to be fair here. If you're gonna give, see, I wanted to give Kirk a 6. So now I'll probably give him what we're giving Cody Gakpo.
I think Gakpo 7.5.
What we're giving Cody Gakpo? Go on, all right, 7.5. What we're giving Cody Gakpo? Everybody reckons Ekitike should have got a 10.
I don't think because
I'll put him there. I'm gonna put him. I think he was there. 8.5, not 8, 8.5. But he scored the goal as well. I can't have him there, man. Let's put him there. Let's put him next to. I'll put Gravenberch should be there. Ekitike should be there. What do you reckon? Or Gravenberch 8.5 and Ekitike 9.
No, Gravenberch is definitely in the 9 category.
So you gotta put him there because he scored.
Okay.
You can't have Ekitike lower than Gravenberch. I know Gravenberch controlled the midfield and he basically locked out the midfield, yeah. But Ekitike, all right, then, fair enough. We can put him at the same line and at least.
Ekitike 8.
What about them two? What about them there? Both of them there 9.
Yeah.
So, you're gonna get a mic stand, bro.
Like I'm moving my mic around us.
I know this sounds really loud on here, but anyway, they're saying 8. They're saying 8 for Ekitike.
I think that's for Gakpo.
Yeah, Gakpo. He's saying 8 for Gakpo.
I said 7.5, but
okay, fair enough. Let's put Gakpo there. Gakpo. So we've got Finger there. So we've got the title. I'm just checking what we've done. Got there. We've got Gravenberch and that there. Okay, Gakpo there. Put him there. 7.5, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So the next one, let's go with the subs now. The subs. Let's go with the subs. Conor Bradley didn't do much when he come on, really. Still, I don't know what's on with him. I don't think he done much. Really, picked up
time to make.
He picked up a booking, and when he came off the bench, came on and got a booking. With the deal for it. Go on, what we're saying, quick. Conor Bradley, I'd say 5.
Conor Bradley, I'll say 5 then.
5 for Conor. Next one is Chiesa. Worked hard, but didn't get much joy out of Newcastle defense. Kind of got locked off as well, innit, when he came on. Dan Burns set him flying. Dan Burns just man gripped him, man. See, Dan Burns just he just literally picked him off his feet and got boom. See you later.
Yeah,
big idiot.
Chiesa didn't really.
I know he didn't stand a chance. Harvey Elliott, what you saying? I think he's done a little bit better. Came on for what it was probably his last match for Liverpool, as rumours say, as some beckons. But I thought when he came on, he had a good account for himself. I think. Harvey Elliott, I'll probably give him a 6, in my opinion.
Yeah, but he didn't make an impact, didn't he? Elliott always makes an impact.
Slightly better than them.
Yeah,
than his counterparts.
6.
It's probably going to be his last game, maybe.
Yeah.
See, Newcastle, they're just stupid. There was rumours that Liverpool was going to give him Harvey Elliott for an extra player because they need that extra player now. Because look who's out. They got the defender. I forgot his name. That defender now, one with the black hair. He's got grey hair. He's out. Then you've got the other guy, Chesney Hawkes. He's out for 3 games. They got injuries. They got suspensions. I think Elliott would be a great addition to Newcastle now. You get me? Elliott will cook. And I think they should just take Elliott. You reckon Liverpool eventually? Well, we're going to get into that now because it's about the rumours, about the money that they're putting through. Maybe the Liverpool could put in 120 or 110, and with Elliott on top, that'd be good.
Yeah, so, again, Elliott was room to go there, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I remember before originally, innit? Let's go with Endo. Yeah, it came at the end. Can't really mark Endo. Let's go with Rio. What was that about Rio? Rio
was 10. No questions asked.
Of course he's 10.
10.
He won us the game, bro. He won us the game.
I won us the game. Game winner 10.
So there you go then. That's the stars. Let's talk about some new rumours in a minute. Yeah, man. It's good. That's cool, man. Cool, man. Cool. So let's take this off. We'll move on to the next one. Let's get this off. Where's it gone? Why is there two of this? There you go. Done. Right, let's go on. That was the final whistle, guys. That was the final whistle. Let's move on to some transfer news, shall we? Let's slightly move this around. Let's go on to the transfer window, guys, shall we? So, the transfer news. Let's change the background because we're on the transfer news now. I'm getting all these links now. I gotta put them up. Where's the transfer news? Is that the transfer one? Oh. There you go. Transfer news, big up. There we go. So it's gone to the transfer news now. There's rumors now. Like someone just keeps linking me stuff. Carry on talking, Toto. I'm just gonna I'll get the chat room up so you can talk because someone's giving me links. And so that's what I'm doing at the moment. There's the chat room. Oh, we'll put that there. There's the chat room, Toto.
Yeah. Good to you, Scotty. But I think regarding all these transfer news, I reckon Isak will be, in the end, a Liverpool player. Regardless, I think by the end of the window, probably will be a Liverpool player. I don't want to know Newcastle now. No way, because he didn't even want to know the owners. Owners can't do anything. Eddie Howe said it's out of his control.
Eddie!
So Eddie Howe can't do anything. The owners can't do anything. What's the last resort to sell him? I don't get why, common sense, why not sell him anyway? Because your club's defenders are going to be crap, right? You can't rely on Dan Burn for the rest of the season. You just can't, right?
All right, let's get into this one then.
You can't rely on them for the rest of the season. So Newcastle effectively have to get signings in the end.
All right, let's go.
They can delay it, but they have to get signings.
There you go. Boom. So this is a bit of a news. This is coming from the best, for me, one of the best journalists on the internet at the moment. He's doing his thing. Big up to Indy. They mentioned him on the news yesterday as well. If you go and watch the mainstream media news, I mentioned him on there as well. Big up to Indy, man. Big up to Indy. So let's talk about this. Exclusive new bid. FSG give the all clear. So Alexander Isak has made it clear he wants out of Newcastle FC for Liverpool Football Club. According to sources, LFC got the green light from FSG in Boston to submit £120 million. And let's open which to show more. Plus another 15 to 20 million add-ons. So that sounds like Liverpool. I think that will get over the line because my original bid on this was yeah, man, big up to everyone. Big up to you as well, bro. Big up to you. My original bid was, I think at the end it will be 140 million plus add-ons. According to the sources of LFC, they got the green light from FSG in Boston. You remember, I think it was 2 weeks ago, that our representatives from Liverpool went to Boston. It was after the first Premier League game, and they flew to Boston to speak to the owners of Liverpool, the FSG guys, to speak to them to try and get it rubber stamped for the bid for Isak. So, according to LFC, the green light from FSG in Boston. So they're gonna bid 120 million pounds plus 15 to 20 million pound add-ons once Newcastle gives the expected go-ahead. So Newcastle are expected to give it the go-ahead very, very shortly. I've stayed consistent on this one. I've had people coming in my chat room trying to argue me and say it ain't gonna happen, Toto. It ain't gonna happen. And I said I'm staying consistent, not backtracking. I'm gonna go all the way. Newcastle officials are shook over Isak's stance. If you don't know what the news today, the Newcastle representatives, the owners, they turned up for the game yesterday. They was at St James's Park there to watch Newcastle lose against Liverpool, and they had a meeting with Isak today, and the rumours are coming out by all the credible journalists that they offered Isak a bigger deal, and he was not interested. He was adamant that he wants to move to Liverpool. So that's the bid what's coming in soon, guys. Look out for that for the next 24 hours. 120 million pounds plus 15 to 20 million add-ons. And I think when Liverpool submit that bid, Newcastle's going to take it. That's my opinion, Toto. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, Isak, Newcastle will have to accept it in the end.
Accept that.
Because I don't see a point of keeping a player who's not going to play for you anyway. Newcastle need to realise this and say, look, there's no way of twisting his head. They do all these meetings. They never work. Isak always turns them down. It's never, ever a long meeting. They can offer all the money because they offered him big money. The big money contract, the rumours were. And Isak did reject it. So, in the end, Newcastle just have to get rid of him. There's no doubt about it. No contract's going to twist his head. If a higher wage is not going to twist the player's head, nothing's going to twist his head. I just don't see it. Yeah. And I don't blame Isak. There's a lot of abuse that comes to Isak. And I think, genuinely, I see it on TalkSport. It's out of order. It's damn out of order. It is out of order.
I don't get the abuse from TalkSport. I'll just get from. I'm not going to name the journalist. I'm not going to name the radio station. I'm not talking about TalkSport. I could be talking about anyone. I'm just talking about the mainstream media as a collective unit. Yeah. What I'm saying is, most of the narrative is being against, basically saying that Isak is his fault.
It's not.
He's the reason why it's happening. They're blaming Liverpool for upsetting the player. All we did is put a bid in, and we are within our rights in the transfer window. It doesn't matter if he's under contract, by the way. Go and check. Go and read the rule book of the transfer window. I've read it, by the way. We are within our rights to put a bid in for Isak. It doesn't matter if he's on a contract or not. So what we did was legal. So we didn't upset him. We just fancied, you know what, we're going to put a bid in. Now, he could have just said no. He could have said, now, if he was happy at Newcastle, this is what people don't tell you in the news and don't tell you on the internet, the Newcastle fans. If he was happy at Newcastle, what Isak would have said, nah, I'm happy here. I'm not going to Liverpool. But he wasn't happy because he wants to go to Liverpool. If he was happy, he would have just said, you know what, I'm happy at Newcastle. Bid rejected, but he didn't, did he? He didn't.
I just think, look, Isak made a promise to them last season.
They promised, yeah, that's all. They made a promise to him, and they
own manager and Eddie Howe, right, did come out and say he did make a promise to us. So even the managers confirmed it. All the journalists like Indy Keller and all that said this all before, and it takes a manager to believe it. But it's the way it is. Some people are like that, right? People think, right, I want to see what comes from the horse's mouth. Came from the horse's mouth. He did make a promise, and that promise was broken. Now, I'm sure they're like you in the chat room. When someone makes a promise, you want them to keep that promise. You don't want a promise to be broken. Because if a promise gets broken, it's really bad, right? A promise is broken, and this is why Isak's lashing out. Isak is lashing out because the promise weren't met, right? The promise was met. Look, I want to leave at the end of the season for a new club, right? And no discussion. They said, yeah, okay, Isak, you leave at the end of the season. Newcastle could have made this a more of an easy way, a more of a simpler way,
exactly.
Right? Newcastle could have just said, right, Isak, you want to leave. You don't want to play for us anymore, right? This is why you put in your transfer request or whatever, right? Go pursue your dreams. Because the majority of them, from a professional footballer's point of view, if Joe Linton or Bruno Guimaraes had Real Madrid calling for them, you really think they wouldn't turn down Newcastle and just go to Real Madrid? You know?
Yeah.
That's just the way it is a professional footballer. That's what it is. As a football club, you lose your best players. We lost Suarez. We lost Coutinho.
Fernando Torres.
We lost Fernando Torres, right? Coutinho, Suarez and Torres, right? There's 3 good players for Liverpool. We lost them 3. right? I know it's from different era, but it's the same gist of it, right? We lost 3 good players there. What we're going to do? We rebuilt our squad, right? This is what Newcastle has to do. Newcastle's got to think of the long term. You can't rely on just one player. You can't just rely on one player, right? You can't just rely on Alexander Isak because Isak won't be there forever. Though he won't be there forever. That's the same.
I remember
reality.
what's his name? I think it was Craig something. I'm not going to mention his name. One of them journalists. He said a week ago that there's no way that he reckons that Isak's going to stay. Eventually, Isak will come back to the club, and then he kept putting out there saying that Newcastle need 2 players. They need to bring in 2 players to replace Isak. Last night, his rhetoric changed. Last night, now he's saying, I don't think after seeing the game, I don't think Newcastle needs 2 players now. I think Newcastle only needs 1 player. I never once heard Eddie Howe or any credible people from Newcastle say that they needed 2 players to replace Isak. I never heard that once. I just heard the journalists say, you get me? They've been spinning this story, the journalists, and this is why Newcastle fans and Liverpool fans are at each other's throat. I've been consistent from the beginning. I've just stated the truth. At the end of the day, he will leave that club. He does not want to stay there. He wants to play for Liverpool. And you cannot keep a player of this quality and the way he's been going on. Look, the guy don't even want to train. And by the way, that's another thing. People are saying that he don't want to train. People are saying that Isak doesn't want to train with the club. How do you know it's not the club that's telling him that you're not training with the team? Because you remember what Eddie Howe says, we want the positivity, and him training with us, there's too much negativity. So how do you know that it's not the club telling him you got to train on your own? You don't know that. But people are putting out these narratives saying, oh yeah, Isak doesn't want to train with the team. But eventually, don't worry about it. When it comes to Liverpool, yeah, the truth will come out. And another thing, this one makes me laugh. He's been at that club for 2.5 years. Am I right? He's been at the club.
Yeah.
He's been at the club for 2.5 years. And what's funny is people say, oh, if he leaves, he's not going to be a Newcastle legend. Mm-hmm. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Because when it comes to Liverpool, he'll be remembered forever. You get me? Let's face it, the only one at Newcastle that's ever been remembered is Alan Shearer. Nobody else matters except for Alan Shearer. I don't care who's played for them. When you mention Newcastle, the first thing that comes in your head, Alan Shearer. Yeah, I'll just set you a DM.
Yeah.
On the thingy, just tell us which one. Anyway, yeah, big up to everyone. So, I'm going to bring in... Okay, so let's bring up the next news article that's been surfing this around on Twitter. I'm never going to get over that, you know. You know, Twitter, it's always going to be Twitter, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't call it X. It's always Twitter for me.
Yeah. So we'll just find this. Let's go. This is another one that is going to be on. There you go. So let's talk about this one again. This is not similar. This is from 22 minutes ago. Fabrizio Romano and DAZN Football. Okay, so Liverpool to have more conversation with Newcastle today and tomorrow for Alexander Isak. Let's see what happens, but they can't wait forever. They've been waiting for almost a month for them to give them a green light. So it looks like this is going ahead now, Toto. Like we've just alluded to. It looks like it's going ahead and it's going to happen. You happy, innit?
Yeah, it's happy.
You can see it's going ahead. You can see the conversation open, innit? I'm
just cracking for what Scotty said in the chat. Get Anton Deck to play up front for them.
There you go, Anton Deck. Standard. Newcastle, man. There you go. Anton Deck. They're the ones from the Jungle people, innit?
Yeah.
The Jungle Show, innit?
I'm Celebrity. That's the one.
Yeah, get me out of here. Get me out of here.
But yeah, I think this deal's almost done. in my opinion. I think there's no going back for Newcastle now. Newcastle's tried everything and it's not working. And I think the best thing Newcastle could do, just sell him off and give him to us, and then Newcastle can go apply 3 new players if they wanted to. But again, they're stalling, aren't they?
So from Lewis Steele, Liverpool have had a long-term interest in signing Marc Guehi from Crystal Palace and will make another move to do so this week in the hope that the Selhurst Park chief, Steve Parish, reduces the asking price. Now, we are getting Marc Guehi this summer, confirmed. I said there's no way that the Crystal Palace will let this man go on a free. No disrespect to Crystal Palace, but they will not let this man go on a free. I think Liverpool was asking about 30 million, round about that price, and they wanted something like 40, 45, which is ridiculous for Marc Guehi because he's going to be free next season. So I think 40 was a bit too high. I think Liverpool and Crystal Palace will come to an arrangement, and eventually Marc Guehi will depart Crystal Palace and head off to Anfield, and it will become a Red by September the 1st. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. He's ready to go, and Parish is going to get the money, and hopefully Crystal Palace, because I ain't got a problem with Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
I ain't got a problem. So it's going to happen. What's your thoughts on this? It's going to be... This one is guaranteed to happen this week. This week, by the way.
Yeah, this is definitely going to happen. This transfer. I think by the end of the window we'll have him. I think it's one of our top priority.
Yeah.
Because we need centre backs. It's just the way it is. We can't go in for another season without a backup centre back for Kanate, right? And this will definitely get done. I think Liverpool just got to stop being tight because they haven't been tight all transfer window. Need to stop being tight, right? And pay the money for him. Pay the money, we'll just get him. It's like with the Isak situation. We pay the money, yeah, and then we get him. That's just the way it is. We get the asking price of Crystal Palace, and we go and get Marc Guehi is what we need to boost our squad because we can't go on all season without a backup centre back for Kanate. Kanate's simply not reliable.
No.
Simply not reliable.
So that's it then, man. That's the end of the transfer window. That's the end of the news. I want to thank everybody who joined us today. He said, Solo, can you do a Scouse accent? All right, Allah. Some chicken. Anyway, that's all I can do. I can do more, really, but I'm not a clown. Anyway, Toto. We'll be back tomorrow. We've got to do the Formula 1 video tomorrow. Missed it. Not the review of a Spa. I know with basically we just talk about Lewis Hamilton. Basically, we just gloss over it quick. Got to do that tomorrow. But if any news auto breaks tomorrow, we will do it as well. The Formula 1 video is only going to be about 10 minutes, and then obviously Thursday we'll do the Flaming Tarmac, which is going to lead up to the Dutch Grand Prix. And also we're going to be talking about tomorrow as well. Some decent news, man. Valtteri Bottas is going to be Cadillac, and so is Perez. Nice to see them two back in the paddock. There you go. Some chicken. Anyway, that's it, man. Toto, anything to say before we leave the masses? Remember, guys, if you like the video, can you please smack up the like buttons? We know we went live at the wrong time with all the sweats work. Come on. But we still got some decent views and decent likes, and that's all what matters. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button as well, guys. Big up. I'm going to leave in a minute and go and play FIFA. We've got to hurry up and reserve FIFA. I think I've got 2 days, which will sort that out. But Toto, what are you saying?
Anyway, again, happy this Liverpool situation.
Yeah.
We've got Arsenal next at Anfield.
Oh God, headache.
Again, we've got a hard start to the season, man. We've got a hard start to the season. But look,
everybody has really.
We just got to go into this game and just treat it like any normal game. Again, very, very easy to say. Right? But it's true. Very, very simple and effective.
Very simple.
Look, it's going to be a big game, but if you want to be champions, you got to beat the best. Arsenal have a decent side. I don't like Arsenal. Don't like their fan base, right? But you got to say, they have got a decent squad.
But you know what? It's headache, Toto. Because if we beat Arsenal, they're going to say, it's the injuries. We got injuries, that's why. Even though they got the strikeout, it doesn't matter what you do. They will always make an excuse to bitch and moan.
I don't really mind these Arsenal fans. I just laugh at them now.
Oh, it is hilarious, but sometimes it give you a headache.
There's no point of wasting energy. There's no point of getting angry because
you know what's happening, bro. You know what's happening.
All Arsenal fans are rage baiters. They take people's words out of their mouth, right?
I wouldn't call them rage, but I'll call them very delusional.
Oh yeah,
delusional people, and they need to go and get their head tested.
I think if football knowledge, some of them are good, some of them are not delusional.
Scotty always kills it.
I know.
I'm not saying all of Arsenal fans because I don't know all of Arsenal fans. I do know a couple of Arsenal fans in our WhatsApp group are very good people.
I know some
all them.
Some Arsenal fans are good people, but there's some Arsenal fans that are very.
Not in our WhatsApp.
I can't believe I forgot his name. Guna Gavin, there you go.
Guna Gavin. Who's the one as well? The young lad. There's Guna Gavin. There's the next one.
Josh Bro.
Josh Bro, yeah, he's another good Arsenal guy as well. But I don't know many Arsenal. But what I'm saying, I'm on about collectively. You know, majority of ones I see that I watch online, whatever. Yeah, they're delusional. Yeah, they are delusional. And that's
make excuses for everything. And if they win, it's all good, isn't it? They can say, "Oh, we done it without Saka." You know, what's going to happen when we do have Saka?
But he's injured now, isn't he?
Exactly, he's injured. So, Arsenal fan, they're going to be Arsenal fans. You see, if I come away with a draw this game,
I wanted it to be at the Emirates the first game.
I'll be happy with a draw. That game
we're talking too much. I'm not giving them the spin. This week we'll talk about Arsenal when we play them, innit?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that. We've still got a lot of videos, so I'm not going to talk about Arsenal, man. When it comes to time, we'll do it. As every week, Scotty, big up.
It's time! Yeah.
So, big up to everybody. Remember, guys, like the video. And this is for all the mans that said that Liverpool wasn't going to get anywhere, and all the mans that said that we weren't going to get Isak, but we'll see what happens. So, not over yet. Big up to everyone.
Where's your big mouth now? Where's your big fucking fat mouth now?
Big up. See you later, guys. Big up. Bye. Toto, want to say bye before we go, bro?
See everyone in the chat, man.
Big up.